Okay. Well, we've been sucking it up lately. And we basically are crashing the game. So like that shouldn't have been a double score on the egg. And by double score, I mean mid-air bonus. Oh my god. I'm trying to show how bad our game is at the moment. At least we're not crashing. But our eggs caught is incorrect. Eggs caught 0. What's going on with our eggs caught? Okay. Yeah, eggs caught should be 0 if we die. We should only get the mid-air bonus if our bonus field... Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's happening there, so... we've got an egg count. What about eggs caught? Eggs caught, sure. Okay, let's get rid of this egg count. We only want eggs caught. But we're crashing. Okay, so if we collide with an egg, we'll increment our eggs caught. We'll send that egg to the graveyard. Then we'll update our score table index and our eggs caught. Okay, that's why it's messed up. So yeah, this is why it's messed up, is that we're trying to index an eggs caught variable within our scores table, which is a table full of print score objects. But we're saying scores table at index eggs caught, which by the time we catch one, this won't be a 0, so we won't have a indexing 0 issue. But we crashed when we collided with the jockey, so let's see what happens. Yeah, so you know what? We actually don't catch an egg. This is what's crashing it, is because our eggs caught is 0 if we don't catch the egg, and it hatches, and then we collide with the jockey, then it's trying to index eggs caught. So yeah, this is just totally wrong. We don't want eggs caught right here. We want the index of whatever corresponding jockey is. So we just put in our I there. And we're saying that our jockey's last X gets assigned into the scores table at the same index last X. So that should prevent us from crashing when we pick up a jockey. Let's see. We got the mid-air bonus, that worked. Let's see if we catch a jockey once it hatches. If we crash, we don't, and we don't get the double score. Let's see if we get a mid-air bonus for this guy or not. Oh, come on, catch it, catch it, catch it. Okay, no mid-air bonus. Okay, and the eggs caught is correct. We're no longer crashing. That's looking good. I'm just not trusting that our midair bonus isn't messing up. So that should be no midair bonus, which it is. Why in the world? So yeah, that was 2. Midair bonus got false. So it shouldn't have rendered our yellow score because we were midair bonus false. Because if we take a look at our print score object, we only render the yellow score if our self bonus is true, which it was not true. So that means we're messing something up in the arithmetic. Oh yeah. Okay, so when we collide with an egg, we increment our eggs caught. Then we assign our eggs position into our eggs caught index into our scores table. See, this is wrong. We don't want our eggs caught table. We just want our ith table. What we need eggs caught for is determining how many points to add to our score amount. So that would be, at this point, we would say, hey, if that bonus is true, now we're setting, is our dot bonus in our print score? Yes, we do have a bonus parameter, okay. Field that gets assigned the parameter. Okay, let me just make sure that we're actually doing that dot bonus assignment. Oh, come on. Dot bonus assignment here. Yes, to our scores table, yes. Okay. Well, so we're doing our ith position. Now if our ith's bonus, this is when we want to modify our score at this point based on the amount of eggs caught. I'll leave us a little note here so we don't forget. Modify score based on eggs caught. But then here, we're no longer doing a specific eggs caught index. We're having the score table tethered to the same index that our enemy objects indexes are. So like every vulture has, like, let's say vulture 1 is vulture 1. When that vulture hatches, its egg becomes egg 1, its jockey becomes jockey 1, and then samely here, our score table at index 1 would be paired with that. So we're only trying to modify the print score object at the same index of the same index of the egg that our player is actually colliding with. So that's, I think that might stop our incorrect print score object. Let's test. 3 is now false on the bonus, so it shouldn't print the yellow score, and it doesn't. Let's try to catch 2 in the air, and we missed it, but it didn't print the bonus. And let's try to catch 1 in the air and see if it prints the bonus score. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh, I missed it. but none of them printed the incorrect score. And actually, we can make this a little easier on ourselves if we go to our invulnerable timer, change this to a 0.05. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now we should be able to test the bonus score. Nice, that was a bonus score, and it printed the bonus score, so that's good. That was a bonus score, and it printed the bonus score, and then if we wait till this bounces, then we get it no yellow score. Correct. So I think that's better now, but we need to give the correct score based on our eggs caught. So instead of doing this crap, well, oh, come on. Really? Okay, so yeah, we don't, oh, why is there, what is score amount in our print score objects actually doing? We assign it a score amount, but we're not actually using that. We're not assigning this to anything useful because we're actually, this is our third parameter. So if we go to our print score objects, when we initialize them, let's see, print score objects, we'll see, we'll see that we just hard coded in a 250 because that is the base egg score. So we need to modify this field based on the amount of eggs we've caught. So if it's, let me check our notes. So yeah, first egg gets 250. Okay, so we should be able to just multiply eggs caught by 250 to get the proper score amount, but see, score amount is a little redundant, or we don't really need the field score amount because we're actually calculating it based on eggs count, eggs caught. We do need to make sure that the fourth egg doesn't get more than 1,000 points though, so we go to our play state, we go to where we do this score amount, oh, really? Here. So look, modify score based on eggs caught. Yes, not on score amount. So we might be able to just take out score amount altogether because we're doing it based on eggs caught. So what we can say is, if we have the bonus, then our score gets our current score plus eggs. Oh God! Go back. Okay. Eggs caught. What is going on? Okay. Score gets score plus our eggs caught times 250. But that's not exactly right because we can't have. What we can do is here we say if eggs caught, do this first case, if eggs caught is greater than 3, meaning, oh God, we've caught 4 or more, so we can say greater than, eggs caught is greater than 3, then we need to modify our score by our score plus 1,000. So that's the 4 egg bonus. but we need to also say else our score gets our current score plus our eggs caught times 250. Now that should be the oh, and you know what? We do need score amount because that's what the actual score amount that's the score amount we're actually printing in our print score objects. Because if we take a look at our print score objects, yeah, we're actually printing up the actual score amount in white. So we do need that field, and we need it because that's what is being printed on the screen, hence our print score class. So it's a little confusing, but so what we do need to do is we need to update our print score object. So if we index into our scores table at that ith position, and we assign our score amount to be equal to whatever value we need it to be, but then we can actually just plug in the score amount right here. And we can say, God damn it. Okay, we can say scores table index I dot score amount is what we actually modify the score by. But then here we need to do the same thing where we say our scores table at our index dot score amount actually gets assigned to be our eggs caught. Not what I wanted. Eggs caught times 250. And then what we can say is copy this, yank this, plus what we yank. Not quite what I wanted. There we go. So now we are saying, you know, if we've caught more than 3 eggs, then we know we're at that 4th egg plus 1,000 score amount. So assigning the score amount to be 1,000 will give us a 1,000 white score. Plus, it'll also increment our global score by that score amount of 1,000. Otherwise, if we collide and our eggs caught is 3 or below, then we're counting on how many eggs we've actually caught, multiplying it by 250, assigning that into our score amount. So if we catch 1, it'll print a white 250. If we catch 2, it'll print a white 500. 3 would be a white 750. Then we're actually adding that score to our global score count. That's just for our score bonus though. We know actually, yeah, this, I don't think we need to do that. Because the bonus, what we do, we need to add the bonus score. Okay, we need to add the bonus score, but we add the same bonus score no matter what. So I'm thinking we're able to do something like this. And just say, hey, if our score table dot bonus is true, we need to update our global score, because changing our score table bonus to be true will only currently affect our rendering of that yellow 500 bonus, which is a locked in amount. We're not adding that amount based on the amount of eggs caught, but we're gonna increment our score by the egg bonus. And then else, if it's not an egg bonus, actually, yeah, we actually need to do this no matter what. Say, hey, if it's a bonus, go ahead, increase our score. Then we actually don't need this. And then we can say, okay, by the way, if our eggs caught is 3, and our eggs caught is greater than 3, then do that. Okay. So yeah, so this is really just global score assignment based on the score amount. Well, actually, and assigning the score amount. But let's see if our eggs caught and our score amounts are looking right. So we've got 250 plus the 500 bonus. That looks right. This should be 500, 500 if we catch in the air, or just 500 if we catch now. It's still 250, so that's not working exactly. That's still 250, so that's not working exactly. So we are assigning the score amount here. We should be overriding the score amount in each of these things. Let's see if we go to the print score objects. Yeah, we're printing up the self score amount. Were they all 250? They were all 250, which is what we assigned them to be, right? Or initialized them to be. Yeah, 250. 250, yeah. Now let's see our score. Our global score at the bottom is 2,000, and if we kill this guy, we should get a certain amount for dethroning the bounder. We got 500 for that. Then let's see how much we get. We got 250. So yeah, it's still not quite right. Now we're assigning the score amount here, but then, okay, no, yeah, well, then we're adding the score amount to our score. Okay, so in our eggs caught, as long as our eggs caught is incrementing, like it should be, yeah, we should have a higher white score like that, but that's not kind of if by the time we initialize our print score objects, I'm curious if we just initialize them with 0, what happens? So let's say 0 all the way through for every egg. 250. Where's that 250 coming from? Was that the correct assignment there? 0. So why was the first one 250? That one was 750. What the fuck? That one was right on the third one, right on the first one, but wrong on the middle, right? Let's see. Great, I didn't get to see where that... 0, what the fuck? X caught was 2, so it should be 250 times 2, but it was 0. But then why is the third one actually 750? No, it's 0 again. Okay, well, that's not right. We should be assigning that score amount parameter. That's the third argument here. We should be assigning that based on the collision of our player to egg, which is where we just were. Yeah, player collides with egg. Oh, you know what? We didn't do it. Okay, this is what... Yep, okay. Yeah, we didn't do it. We only did it if we're running fast. Okay. Well, let's see if we're running fast, and if running fast fixes it. We still initialize it at 0, but look, I'll get it to be running fast now. 0, fucking damn it. I thought. Greater than or equal to 3. Okay, no. If we run slow, it should give us the correct white score, I'm hoping. So let's... Well, that's off screen. We can't even see it. Great, and we're still crashing on a freaking jockey collision. Let's see. Come on. PlayState 400, come on. Okay, PlayState 400. We're crashing here. There's a jockey. I thought we just changed this. So we're... Oh. Incrementing the score by this score table score amount. I think you just get... How much points you get for a jockey? Does it depend on... I think a jockey's just 250. I think a jockey's just 250. It doesn't matter how many eggs caught. I'm pretty sure it's just 250. I mean, we get to kind of choose if we want to research the original enough, but I'm looking to see if we walk slow enough that it might actually give us the right values. Really? Really? Okay, well, we actually need to... that makes sense that we would actually need to change our scores table at our ith positions dot score amount to be equal to a jockey amount of points. And then we actually assign that score amount. Oops, that should be fixed now, but let's go ahead and just fix this. So we did our score amount based on if our DX was smaller than a 0.3, which is walking slow. But we need to also do it if we collide going fast. But maybe... yeah, we need... Okay, I think we need this twice, because if we just do it when we collide... Actually... Okay, I think we might be able to get away with putting this as soon as we collide. Go ahead and add the right scores. Let's see. We're looking for not a 0 and the white score once we collect the egg, but it's still 0. 250 there, which is completely wrong because we had 2 eggs caught at the time. Let's try to take this and do it if our score table bonus, this is wrong. We say, okay, if our score table is bonus at this time, go ahead and give us the bonus score. Oh, but see, that's actually not... This is wrong, dude. Okay, if our eggs caught is greater than 3, update our score amount. If it's not greater than 3 or less, modify our score amount by our eggs caught. So why is it that we are still getting a 0 upon collecting the egg? Well, we're not. We got 250 there. Let's see if we get 500 on this egg. Okay. And the mid-air bonus worked correctly. 750. Well, it looked like 750. I just can't read shit because my debug is covering the screen. Put this as okay. Okay. Nope. Bro, what is going on? We didn't save it. Okay. 250 with 500 bonus, that's correct. 500 with 500 bonus, 750 no bonus. That looks like we've got it. Looks like we've got it. Now we need to make sure our score amount is actually being modified correctly. We got 450. Our egg score reset upon my death. Okay, I'm thinking that's actually right. It's hard to keep track of the scores here, but... So this should be 750. 750, nice. Now, the next egg should be 500, but after we get... Oh, now it's actually 250. It's hard to count how many points we need. Okay, I got an idea. Going back to our egg, going back to here. We're actually gonna put... Nope, not that, not that, not that, not that. We just don't want to collect the eggs right away so we can test the points. So this should be 750 total, yeah. And then I'm looking at the score at the bottom here, our global score. Now this should be 250 now, yeah. Okay. Now let's see. The egg's gonna be worth 500, so we'll let it bounce, so we don't get the mid-air bonus. Then come on. Okay, so yeah, it should be 2,500 by the time we pick it up. Nope, because we died, so at 250 again. The pterodactyl scary. Okay, well, since any time we modify our score amount, we're actually updating the score by said score amount, I'm going to assume that it's correct. We can do some more further testing once we're up to it, but it looks like we've got the mid-air bonus toggling correctly and rendering correctly for our printscore objects. We've got our printscore score amounts rendering correctly and adding score correctly as far as we can tell. So that's good. We fixed all of our problems that we've been banging our head over the past 3 days. So if we take a look at our git diff, we can see what we did, which is we don't have to overwrite these or when we initialize our printscore objects, we don't have to initialize the third parameter as 0. But it makes sense to me because we assign it based on a collision. So if we do 0, we can test whether or not it wasn't registering a collision correctly or anything like that for our score amount. Because if our score amount ever prints 0, we know we're not actually assigning it correctly. So that's why I think it's actually a good idea to put a 0 there for initialization. And then instead of indexing the eggs caught, we're actually indexing the corresponding print score object within our global scores table. Just like how our vultures are connected with our jockeys, which are connected with our eggs, which are connected with our taxis, as the same index. So I think that makes sense. So we index the I instead of the eggs caught, and then we make sure to assign our score amount based on we assign our score amount here based off the amount of eggs caught. We're both a slow collision and a fast collision. So yeah, it's looking pretty decent, and it's working at least. So we could tentatively move on and keep an eye out for any other bugs that might be happening in there, but I'm happy with that. So right now we've got vulture tier upgrading when we kill them. They upgrade to Bounder to Shadow Lord. We need to test that our Bounder is getting the right amount of points when we dethrone him, or whatever you call it, de-seat. And then same with our Shadow Lord, we need to make sure our global score amount's getting added that incrementing value based on the type of buzzard we actually killed. But then other than that, our AI is done for our enemies. And our taxi, because when our taxi spawns, our taxi has to find the egg on the level. And that was working correctly. So at this point, we're basically ready. Well, I'll check our notes. I'll check our notes after this, but before I commit this, I'm going to check our notes. Okay, let me make our notes our last. Nope. Okay. Now in Harpoon, if we do this, we get our notes. We don't have this. We did not do this. We reset minute bonus if vulture tier upgraded. We haven't done that yet. We did do this. We added the score amount to our global score upon egg collection based on eggs caught. We did that. Check for appropriate scores. Yeah, we still got to do this. Check for the vulture unseating scores. Ensure mid-air bonus remains false upon egg hatch. We haven't done that yet, but I don't think that's a problem. Ensure mid-air bonus increment score, not just renders the bonus. Yes. Yes, we've done that. It's hard to check if the points are exactly correct, but I know it is. Actually, I don't know for a fact that it's doing that, but we got to do that soon. And then we're doing okay. But yeah, like I said, we got to check those appropriate scores for the vulture unseating. Reset midair bonus if vulture tier upgraded. Okay, so if whenever a vulture spawns at the new tier, we need to make sure that that egg's mid-air bonus gets flushed to true again. Because yeah, because it gets false upon bouncing off the floor, but it needs to get set back to true if it gets if the vulture gets upgraded. So that's important. So we'll do that tomorrow. But we can at least say that we fixed score amounts. Fixed, let's say, print score objects now rendering proper values, which is nice. And we oh no. I wonder if we can get push force this. I don't think it'll let me. Oh, it let me. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Here's all our commits. We already pushed. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and we'll do the last kind of checking for our little things like the mid-air bonus getting reset upon vulture upgrading, correct points assignment for unseating of different vulture tiers. But then after that, we're about ready to start our wave logic, which will involve raising the lava level. I don't think I'm going to do the shrinking platform. We should. That's like the whole deal. Yeah, I'm trying not to. I've already been working on this game for 2 years, so I'm trying to just wrap it up with a pretty little bow and just go on to make new stuff. So I don't know how detailed I'm gonna worry about polishing it up, because we can always come back and add more polish. I'm kind of just wanting to move on to something new because I've been working on this one for so long. I'm trying to get a programming job, so I need just more different projects under my belt, and this is taking all my time right now regarding programming. So we'll see how far I get to the original, but we can always come back and continue the series. But I do want to continue my programming documentation for other projects I want to do, either in C or Python, so that I can just keep track of my different projects and stay focused while I'm programming. So we'll see how that goes.